Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is a glorious day, and this is the first of many that we hope will happen. This is the lunar
Payload
version of
system startup.
this is the lunar version of our Star Rhea version. So we have Rhea 5, and of course we've never done this. We've never launched a lunar version of the rocket. So this is the first time we've launched Rhea without any flaps, without any of the hardware used for the normal launches. So this one is going to go off to the moon, and it will not require 15 launches like the normal one. It will just literally take it to the moon in one flight. Now, the idea of Rhea Lunar is so that we can take payloads to the lunar surface, and this has our first Moonbase module. So this is a habitat, and that's why we're calling it Setting the Foundations. We're setting the foundations for Moonrise 2, so that we can take humans back to the moon in a few weeks' time. So the essentially, I'll run you down what's going to happen with the lunar version. So we're going to launch today to the moon. This lunar Rhea will never return to Earth, or at least we don't think it will. So what's going to happen is we're going to send normal Rheas with payload up to the lunar version.
Control of payload master, please confirm that the payload is interfacing correctly with Rhea.
The payload is interfacing correctly with Rhea.
So we're going to take Rhea up. We're going to use a normal Rhea coming to the moon, and then we're going to deliver the payload on board that. Then we're going to take the normal Rhea back to Earth, and then we're going to bring the lunar Rhea down to the surface and land it. So essentially it's a transfer of payload and fuel as well. So we will transfer fuel and whatnot, and
recovery
payload,
site,
blah, blah, blah.
recovery site status screen.
Now we plan to stream the landing of the ship in a couple days from now. It's not going to be on this webcast, unfortunately, but when we do stream that, it's going to be absolutely awesome, and you're going to see the first ever landing of Saturn Aerospace on the moon. This has never happened before, so it will be very exciting when we do that. So do tune in a couple of days. Keep an eye out on our Discord and Twitter. Those are the places you'll see updates about this, but this will be the first ever for Saturn Aerospace landing on the moon. So yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Recovery teams are green.
Now on board is a sort of weird. We've gone for a more strange design for a moon base, and the idea is that we have multiple sort of trucks on the moon, sort of wheeled habitats that we can move around and maneuver as required, so that we don't have to stay in one position. And there's going to be quite a lot of these, probably about 10 to 20 of them on the surface initially in a couple of months from now. And there's going to be habitats, there's going to be power supplies, there's going to be food, and these are like sort of mini stations, and we will have about 5 crew in each, and they're very big, big enough to store a few people in. So the design is so that we can add or remove some, so it's not just one big station. So if one goes down, the other crew can move to the other temporarily while we get a new one up. So that's the whole idea of this. It's a much better design than just having one large station. And we've got 6 minutes on the clock. I believe Iapetus has completed fueling now, which is good news, and we should see that return to land today. Unfortunately, we will be cutting off that stream after Rhea reaches orbit, just because of the fact that we don't need to show the entire thing.
I'll need to range.
This is range. Go ahead.
Can you please?
And there we go, back. We saw a small LOS there, nothing to worry about, just a feed change from the vehicle. We will probably stream or upload a video of that payload deployment very soon. That's the idea. We'll stream the landing, but the payload deploy won't be for a while after the landing, probably a couple of hours. So we're going to separate those.
All sessions, this is LD for the mission brief. We are launching the first Moonbase structure. We're going to the moon and landing on it. The weather is currently clear. And all stations are to prepare for the final go, no go.
Vehicle still healthy on the count now. All things looking good during the countdown. Nothing has come up or been flagged during that process. There's the engines. Now, slight difference on today's launch. We don't have the 9 engines as usual, which we'd normally see on a normal rear launch. We actually have 6, which are 3 vacuums, 3 sea levels.
Final weather balloon.
And yes, this is a game. It's Kerbal Space Program. So just a word of warning, the UI for the engines might go a bit weird, and that is fine. If you see 9 engines on the UI, just know that it is actually 6. We don't need those 9, as rear that black section around the near the tip of the rocket is actually its own lunar landing engine. So we don't use the normal engines for landing on the surface, as that would kick up a lot of rocks and dust. So we actually use engines near the top, which point outward and act as our thrusters coming in. Three minutes on the clock. The vehicle is looking good today.
I have this final engine chill.
Now on our test we have those 33 engines chilling down to the temperature that we need to achieve to light those normally. These are our most advanced rocket engines that we've ever produced in Saturn Aerospace. And
Final spaceport alarm has been sounded.
We plan to keep improving those engines as much as we can to squeeze every amount of Delta V out of them. And the lunar landing engines unfortunately don't have gimbal. We do have RCS throughout the vehicle.
QD is unlocked for attraction.
So those RCS thrusters will help us orient when we're at the moon. So this ship uses flip and burn for the booster, and we also use Starship Expansion Project for the normal rear ship. But right now what you're seeing is full flip and burn booster and ship. And then we use Starship Launch Expansion with our own custom launch site or launch mount at the bottom there, which is inspired by the real OLM Block 2. For
all sessions, this is go. This is LD for the final go no go poll. Range.
Range is go.
Rear and IOPITUS control.
Go.
Recovery.
Recovery is go.
Payload master and LD are go for launch. Go rear.
I have this.
Weather balloons have been cleared for flying jump.
Designated hold zone has been bypassed. T minus 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Saturn Aerospace, go rear.
I have this thrust is nominal.
And off it goes. Up to space, ladies and gents. Rhea has cleared the tower. Rhea Luna doing well. It's much quicker, just due to the fact that we haven't got as much hardware on board. And it's a lighter version of this rocket. So up we go. 2 kilometers now.
Rhea final engine kill.
40 seconds into flight.
Trajectory is within expected flight parameters.
It's a very quick rocket right now, so it's looking amazing.
Max Q.
Here's a view from the top of the lunar portion of Rhea. And this telemetry is live from the rocket, all coming from the
I
rocket,
have
so
avionics, power, and telemetry nominal.
nothing is virtual, it's all real as we launch this. So the engines, the speed, the telemetry, everything. We are approaching stage separation now, or hot staging as we call it. We turn down the 20 outer engines and use just 13 on the booster while the ship starts up. Now very close to stage set. That will happen at around 40 kilometers. And approaching that hot stage, we're going to roll on our, basically our back now, and we're going to essentially make sure that the orientation is correct for that boost back on the booster.
Miko.
Hot stage maneuver complete.
Rhea ship ignition.
Oh. Oh dear.
We haven't experienced an anomaly.
Ship trajectory is off nominal.
FTS on both stages.
I think we lost the upper stage. I'm not sure about the bottom stage. It seems like we still got camera feed on the bottom stage, even though we had FTS. I think the actual
FTS
FTS
confirmed
was...
on this. FTS confirmed on the second stage lunar Rhea ship.
Okay, right. So it does seem like we have the booster.
Respec burn shut down.
This is recovery for the booster return and
This
landing.
trajectory is nominal.
LD
LD is go.
range.
Range is go.
Rhea control and IAPTIS control.
IAPTIS controls go.
Payload master.
Payload master is go.
This is recovery. We are go for the booster return and landing.
I'm not sure what to say. To be honest, I really don't know what happened there. I'm quite baffled, if I'm honest. Does seem like we are still coming out on the booster for some reason.
I have this FTS is saved.
Hopefully we'll be able to keep some of that booster. I know the ship hit the booster, which is probably going to cause some issues. I imagine it will for this landing, but we'll see what we can do, see if anything comes of it. And if not, hopefully everything is okay.
Recovery operators are prepared for a booster anomaly at the launch site.
Landing
And,
area is clear.
Coming in now. The booster looking healthy. I really can't see as much data as I wish I could at this current time, but we'll see what happens. We're really unsure what happened there, so do stand by. Now, 3 kilometers on the booster. Let's watch as it comes down and lands, hopefully. If it lands, it will be a miracle. I mean, we just did lose the ship and it hit the booster. Not sure how much of an impact that will play, but we'll see.
Landing burn startup.
There's that landing burn. 13 engines. We're now switching down to 5, I believe. There you go. You can see the UI reacting there. I can already see an issue, which is going to be it's going to get
Chopsticks
moved by the
commanded to close.
chopsticks, potentially due to the aerodynamics being different now. There you go. It's dragged in, and okay. Well, we've landed the booster, so
I have this as landed.
that's good news. I mean, it's the least we could want, you know, and that's sort of as good as we can get. But you can see the we don't have any camera feeds anymore, so yeah, a bit of a shame. So good catch, and well done to the team for having such a reliable catch system in place. But unfortunately, we did lose that ship, and that is the main goal of today's mission. We lost the habitat, we lost the upper stage as well, which costs quite a bit. So we're going to look into that issue. We're going to hopefully be able to reconcile what we do about that. If we can do anything about that, that'll be fine. But yeah. So not much we can do about that, but hopefully we can fix that soon and get this mission relaunched. So thank you all for coming. This is going to be where we end that stream for today. And I do apologise. We had a commentator wanting to join the commentary box, but unfortunately there's not much to commentate now. So I do apologise to him. But anyway, thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.